Well, here the boys are back again for a few
How we
more
doing?
hunts. How done, Angus?
We're doing. Yeah, we're back for another week after a pretty unsuccessful one last week, but we'll go again.
We've come up with a name, haven't we?
Yeah, we sure have.
Hot takes, high stakes. It's, always
Yeah,
been run for a bit of alliteration, actually. Yeah, we're going to run with it at the moment. I think there'll be merch sort of in the next wee while. But,
yeah.
all right, Angus, you talk me through your bets last week. What happened?
Well, yeah. So, I mean, I feel that we looked promising at times. My main bet on Arnaus going into the final round, he was actually he was flirting with the lead. He was up in the top five going into the final round. He was going up and down in that last round, and he finished up in sixth. So I just missed out on that each way bet, which was a bit annoying. No money there. But so Christian Bedazenhout, he took it out on home soil in South Africa. He's now he's sort of one of the hottest informed players on the planet right now. So he's doing quite well. My other bets last week, I had that Garrett Higo matchup. That was no good. He missed the cut. My other South African, Xander Lombard, missed the cut as well. And then the Julian Siri, the top American bet that I had, he did pretty much exactly what we said he was going to do. He came out. He was up there at 8 under going into the final round, which was, I think, that was in the top 10. So he was looking good. And then he shot +8 in the final round. So no good. That was quickly shut down. So yeah, that was my week last week. How about yourself?
Oh, yeah. Sort of. If we'd gone well, everyone would have said it was just beginner's luck anyway. So I mean, it's a little bit redundant in the sense that all of my multi fucked out. Yeah. So Argentina, I picked them 16 plus. They got pumped. All Blacks bloody finally found gear, and yeah, went at it. Never looked. Well, what was it? 10-0 at halftime. Sort of. Oh yeah, we might be on.
Yeah. Blew the game open.
Yeah, and that was a sort of like All Blacks of old last sort of 20 minutes. Let's just put the foot down and got the job done. Which is unfortunate because all the other legs of that rugby multi came in. Hawke's Bay beat Northland by 11 or more, which probably was only about 12, and then I think it was 24, 36, or it was quite close. Yeah, and then France and England both did the job. Yeah, what else did we have on? Yeah, my contribution to that conjoined multi didn't do the good.
No, both.
Yeah, no. Everton lost to Leeds 1-0. Not good.
Yep. So I guess now we move on though. We move on to the new.
What do we do? Yeah, we build on that. Well, actually, before we move on, I had another multi. It was the Champions League. I had a few leagues there. I think I can't remember now. It was 3 leagues had played and 3 were to play when we recorded. And that's right. Yeah, Chelsea, Dortmund, and Juve had won the day before, and I picked Bayern, Man City, and Madrid to win. Madrid not getting a win, they nil or draw, I think it was. Which is a bit of a shit house, but it is what it is. And as you say, we move on. So what you found some oil in the golf market, Angus?
Well,
through it, mate.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have another go this week on the European Tour and the PGA Tour. Bit of a disclaimer: the European event that I'm betting on in Dubai has just started, so this will be some of these bets will be gone or the odds will be changed. But I'm going to just run through my logic anyway on them. But I'll start off with the PGA Tour, which is back this week after a week off. We're down in Mexico at the Mayakoba Golf Classic. It's a resort style course, so it's very short, about 7,100 yards. and there's been a trend of past winners being kind of short hitters. So it's a course that anyone can kind of take a hold of. Consistent driving and approach play will be rewarded. That sort of carry on, and I mean that we could see a bit of rain as well, so the course could get soft and really get very gettable. So I've got two players that I'm gonna bet here. The first one, I don't often like to just bet a favourite, especially at such short odds like this, but I'm gonna take Justin Thomas just on the outright, not each way, at $7.50. It's very short odds, but he's clearly like the best player in the field. If he puts 4 rounds together, I think he can really just have one and run away with it. So I think that's going to be me on my first bet in the Mayakoba.
You love to see it off the high tee, don't you?
Well, yeah, you do like to see JT hit a bomb out there.
Yeah, God, when he gets hold of them, they go.
And then I've got one more here. I'm going to bet each way the young Chilean Joaquin Niemann, who's at 36-1. It's a player I've quite liked over the last few months, and sort of gone in on him and come close of recent. But he's in really good form. His last 5 starts, he's gone tied 23rd, tied 13th, 6th, 17th, and then a tied 44th last week. So very consistent. He's making cuts. He's sort of kicking around that making that next step to the top sort of thing. I think he's definitely due for another win. He won about a year ago, and he's primed for it. If the winds get up as well, he's the sort of player that can cope with that. He hits quite a low ball flight and good around the greens as well. So yeah, we'll be going in on old Niemann. And then so
and you got that both ways, top 5 places in the win.
Yeah, I'll take him each way, and then I'll take JT just on the outright because it's too shorter odds, I think.
Yeah.
And then I've got 2 bets in Dubai as well, which I'll just really quickly talk through because it's already started. But I mean, you could jump on and play betting. So I've got Matt Wallace at 19-1. He was one of the favourites. He was playing over on the PGA Tour a couple of weeks ago in the RSM and had a respectable tied 37th finish. It's the last week of the European Tour before we get to the finale. So he's right on that border of top 50 right now. You need to be within that top 60 to make the Tour Championship. So he'll be looking for a good week to make sure he's there next week playing for the big money. And that same goes for my other bet, which is Marcus Kinhult at 61-1, which is I quite like those odds. He's a young Swedish guy who has also seen a bit of form of late. Didn't play too well a couple of weeks ago in Cyprus with a miscut, but before that he was 6th at the Scottish Championship and then 10th at the BMW Championship. So that was positive to see a bit of form there. And I'll just have a look at the live leaderboard now, actually. So Wallace is currently 4 under for 11 on his first round, and that's sitting in 5th place. Kinhult is 3 under through 14, sitting in 10th. So that's nice starts, but it looks like it's going to be a very low scoring tournament out there in Dubai. But yeah, that's what I've got this week for my 4 picks.
All right. Well, I like the sound of those.
Mm-hmm.
If there's some juicy odds, I might have to chase them. Following my tips the past week hasn't proved too fruitful, so maybe taking some Xeri advice might be the way to go here. I'm hoping that's all about to change. Angus and I are both going to do a punt each week. It has to be $10. As many legs as you want. It has to be paying. Yeah, I guess it has to be paying over 50, but it can range up to any higher than that. But yeah, maximum of $10 on. Going for 3 weeks, and whoever makes the most money on those bets at the end of it, just before Christmas. Yeah. I don't know. We'll decide. Maybe you could do a little punishment, or you could maybe give me a little treat or something like that if you're a loser.
Yeah, a little New Year's drink.
Yeah, a little soda pop, or maybe something else quite nice. Or,
something else, yeah.
Yeah. So I'll run through mine first. I've picked the Black Caps to beat the West Indies, the first test at Hamilton this week. I don't think weather's going to be an issue from what I can gather. The old trusty iPhone weather app that seems to sort of know what it's talking about, just a little bit more than Dan from One News. So, so that's where I'm going there. It looks like a really solid squad.
For sure. Yeah.
Love the bowling attack with Jameson. I'm not sure. Jameson, Wagner. I mean, that's just going to rip some serious damage, I believe. Yeah. And then
you've got it's Kane's first game for New Zealand in I think 9 months it's been, so it'll be good to see Kane back out on the field as well.
Yeah. And Blunderwin as well, Welly boy. Made a few mates, went and watched him score 100 there. I don't know, 4 weeks ago. The base reserve. So I've got them as my first leg. Second leg, Man City bet builder. So I've got Man City to beat Fulham. Fingers crossed. Fulham did beat Leicester, which was actually, that rings a bell from that other multi we did last week. So
well,
no good. But Man City smoked. Oh, was it Burnley? Who did they smoke? They smoked someone 5-0 the other day. They played in the Champions League this morning, actually. Nil-all draw. No good to me. But
no good.
Yeah, I believe they'll put the proper team up on when are we playing on Sunday morning? Yeah, and then it's also for more than over 2 goals in the match for Man City. Just so that makes those odds a little bit juicier. All of the I wanted to get a little bit of Premier League in there, and I picked one more game in the Prem this week, but lots of tight matchups, and I feel like it's quite hard to pick.
Right.
Yeah. And then picked a couple of rugby games. These are all small odds here. So England to beat France, paying $1.06. So that's not doing a lot. But when you sort of once you've got all your other legs in there, and you only need maybe another sitting at 480, that's the sort of leg you want there just to sort of tough it over to your $5 mark. You got to get off on your first one as a win, right?
For sure.
I'll be playing catch up next week, and I'll be having like a 10-leg multi to make up for lost ground. But so I've got that in there, and then I've got Ireland to beat Scotland, $1.25. Yeah, and then my last leg to get it up to $10 into 51.86 is Tottenham to beat Arsenal on Monday morning. Tottenham top of the league, equal points of Arsenal with Liverpool, but more goals scored. Arsenal, I don't know what. I was talking about this the week before. Should have lost to Leeds. They had a win in the Europa League last week. They're both playing in the Europa League this week. But I don't know. Tottenham should get the job done. And $1.90 as well. That's sort of where my highest paying stake is there. So happy shooting there. What have you done? You've done 4 leagues, have you?
I've just done a 4-leaguer, and it's just 4 players all to make the cut. So I've got in Mexico, I've got Joel Damon, Harold Varner the third, Denny McCarthy, all to make the cut, and then I've got Marcus Kinnold again from the European Tour in there as well, and those 4 together to make the cut pays $5, just over $5. So here's hoping that it sounds straightforward, just getting 4 guys to make the cut.
One blowout, and you're buggered there.
So we'll see.
So that could be quite interesting. That I'm going to be honest. I probably shouldn't be saying this on a betting podcast, but not a whole lot of faith in the multi this week. So take that as you will, but hopefully it'll get me on the front foot $50 up.
Yeah.
Hopefully one of
Let's
your
hope.
boys has a mare. No, you can't say.
All righty.
Yeah. All right. Well, anything else? We had a bit of good feedback there from a few of the boys. It's good to hear.
Yeah, no, good to hear.
Yeah, keep your comments coming in.
Yeah, for sure. We'll get this out shortly, and happy punting to anyone who's having a crack this weekend over.
Actually, while we're here, this Australian game's live. We'll try and get it up in the next. Well, we're about to go to the innings break. India scored just two balls left, almost got 300. Any hot tips for this game, Angus?
What 2 balls left? They're on
2 balls left, 5 down, 298.
Okay. Maybe when Steve Smith comes out, get on to score some runs. But I don't know. Is he going to do it again? Maybe. He's a freak.
Yeah, he is a freak. I heard Labuschagne's opening today, I think.
Yeah. What do you think? You think he'll make any? What do you
reckon? With Warner out, he might be taking that sort of slower approach, sort of anchor that Finch, play a little bit more aggressive. So he might be a good one to get on to maybe ton up.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out. But I think, I would probably predict a 3-0 Australia. I think they'll chase.
Yeah, I mean, 300's probably not enough. Josh Hazlewood before saying it's a little bit slow, so it might be makes it a bit tricky. But
big ground as well. Plenty of 2s and 3s out there.
Yeah, and as long as Marnus has got his long spikes on, he should be right. Did you see that video?
Long spikes, long sleevers.
No, he was. Steve Smith was going to make his 100 in that second match there, and Marnus went to turn for the 2 and slipped over. And Smith was going to beat his fastest 100 by 1 ball the next game, sort of thing, and they ended up tying. So,
Marnus.
Yeah, what a Marnus. That's
Marnus. Yeah.
All right, we won't let the ears bleed for too long.
Yeah,
but that's the first pod of what have we called it now?
High stakes, hot takes.
High stakes. Yeah.
Yep.
All right, maybe days.
Alrighty,
boys.